Hello, I'm James Bartle,
And I'm Bill Little.
and this is the Sullivan Independent News Weekly Recap. Let's first take a look at our headlines this week.
Yeah, this previous Monday, a Pacific teen was seriously injured after fleeing from the police at mile marker 251. Online court records show that he has charges of trespassing, stealing, and property damage.
Andrew T. Barton was charged on April 20th with driving while intoxicated and the death of another individual. He is scheduled to appear in court on July 13th. The punishment for a fatal DWI crash is up to 10 years in prison.
Well, on June 8th and 9th, the FBI St. Louis Division hosted a two-day school safety initiative conference for more than 275 school administrators, staff, and law enforcement officers from the St. Louis area. This conference was held to help schools prevent acts of violence, terrorism, and school shootings, Jim.
Good training there.
Definitely.
A Bourbon woman has been charged with arson after she tried to burn down an apartment complex. Elizabeth Williams, age 69, faces one count of second-degree arson. Williams set fire to the front door of her apartment and possibly tried to start a fire on the floor, claiming there were two men inside her apartment, allegedly trying to kill her. She was believed to be allegedly under the influence of methamphetamine.
A federal grand jury has issued a superseding indictment charging that Chris Carroll of Whiskey Dick's Truck Repair has been indicted with 21 counts of allegedly violating the Clean Air Act. Now, Chris Carroll received 3 counts of bank fraud, 6 counts of money laundering, and 3 counts of making false statements to a financial institution in connection with his company.
This is a picture of the descendant of Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Harrison with his new grave marker laid by Noah Coleman, chapter of the NSDAR. You can see additional photos on our website.
There's a new canine in the Sullivan Police Department, Jim. Now, Sullivan Police Officer Joe Cochran returned to the Sullivan Police Department after 8 weeks of training with the new canine officer, Hulk. Hulk is 2 years old and is certified in narcotics, excluding marijuana, tracking, evidence, search, and apprehension. Hulk is replacing the canine Doler because of the new laws on marijuana here in Missouri.
That's right. There was a bear sighting near Buffalo Cemetery last Wednesday.
That's right.
We will put the picture on the screen for you to see. Police are asking the public to stay away from the bear. It is likely to be scared since it is a younger bear.
Now, on Sunday, Jim, the Sullivan Fire Department was called to the scene at Little Bit of Something store. A Nissan Altima drove into the building there. Now, luckily, no injuries to the driver, and everybody was okay inside.
The Sullivan City Council approved multiple issues Tuesday night. The council approved 2 requests for the Merrimack Community Fair. One request for the annual parade and the closing of the streets. The other was 3 liquor license requests for the 3 beer gardens at the Merrimack Community Fair.
Now, the council denied the request for Muscle Bar liquor license and the request to use fire hydrants. The council did approve a liquor license request from St. Anthony Parish for their annual festival.
The council approved a bid for an ultra-thin bonded wearing course, Nova Chip from West Contracting, for $571,919.60 for the resurfacing of streets being made through ARPA funds.
And the council also approved a request from Water Commissioner John Garner to purchase a new control panel for Grandview Sewer Lift Station and a plan to cost share with Crawford County Commission to chip and seal Blanton Road equally. Now, half of the street is, of course, in Sullivan and the other half is in Crawford County.
The council also approved a 1-year agreement with Wedeco for 2 inspections, maintenance, and service of the wastewater treatment plant UV system in the amount of $7,944.
And Jim, the Vine Street project is expected to be paved sometime in August. Also, Mayor Dennis Watts reported that the revenue is increasing every year for the City of Sullivan's golf course.
Yes, the city took that over and is trying to grow that course, and seems like things are moving right along out there.
Yeah.
The
Well.
Humane Society recovered 60 dogs, making it the largest rescue in 2023. The dogs were mostly Yorkies, Terriers, Yorkie mixes, and other breeds from a hoarder in the Franklin County area. The home had serious structural decay, slopping and sagging floors, and unsanitary amounts of animal waste, making it a great risk to the health of the animals inside.
Franklin County CASA has announced the appointment of Glenda Volmert as executive director to the Rural Leadership Council of the National Court-appointed Special Advocate ad litem Association for Children. I guess that would be ad litem, with 97,920 volunteers serving more than 242,176 children who have experienced abuse or neglect.
On Friday, Sullivan Post 18 baseball team defeated Wentzville by a score of 4-1. This is their second victory of the season.
And the Sullivan Eagles cheerleaders hosted a car wash at the Sullivan Bank last Saturday, raising money for a cheer trip to nationals in Texas this coming year.
And the Sullivan Youth Football Camp was held for players entering 2nd to 8th grade. Let's now look at our upcoming events.
Yes, and the Merrimack Community Fair Parade will be taking place at 7:30 this coming Tuesday, the 20th. Now, the theme for the Merrimack Community Fair this year is Neon Lights and Cowboy Nights.
Next Friday at the fair, the main stage is going to feature the Ridge Runners on stage around 7:30 p.m., playing till about 8:30, 8:45. Jason Michael Carroll will be playing from 7:30 until 8:30, 8:45 on Saturday, the 24th.
Make sure you guys get your tickets. Now, they're available here at the Sullivan Independent News and other various retail locations around the town, plus banks, for $40 for an entire season. And don't forget, that includes all entertainment, the shows, the rodeo, all of that stuff, and the carnival rides.
And on the main stage on Friday night, of course, the Ridge Runners will open up the show for Joe Nichols, who is a massive country star in the world of country music. And then on Saturday, of course, we mentioned Jason Michael Carroll, who's had a number of top 40 hits. He will open the show for the Bellamy Brothers.
I can't wait.
Who've been around for a long time, producing great music.
Well, it's a great fair this year, a lot of great entertainment, and you can also listen as we have those guests on, a lot of these artists this week on the Bill and Jim Show, 6 to 9 on Missouri Possum Radio.
And once again, make sure to tune in 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. where Bill and I get together every morning for the Bill and Jim Show on Missouri Possum Radio on iHeartRadio.
That's right. You can pick it up on iHeartRadio. Just say, hey, Alexa, play Missouri Possum Radio on iHeart. It'll magically appear. Beyond that, you can also download our app, check out our website for more information on all of that, and that is thepossumradio.com. Well, we'll see y'all next week, and next up, Weather with Wyatt.
My name is Wyatt Hardy, and this is your weather forecast for next week. Saturday, June 17th, has a high of 89 and a low of 65 degrees. Then at night, there is a huge possibility of scattered thunderstorms and fast winds. Sunday has a high of 80 and a low of 62 with a 60% chance of showers and storms all throughout the day. Monday is then looking partly cloudy with a high of 84 and a low of 62 with a 20% chance of isolated storms in the afternoon. Tuesday is then another partly cloudy day with a high of 86 and a low of 64 with a 30% chance of rain at night. Wednesday then has mostly sunny skies with a high of 88 and a low of 64. Then Thursday will be about the same with a high of 88 and a low of 62 degrees and a 40% chance of rain at night. Thankfully, Friday will just have mixed sunshine and clouds with a high of 87 and a low of 62. This is Wyatt Hardy, and you are watching Weather with Wyatt.